days before his arrival, she called up a person named Jairam Das, who we have sitting here with us today. And he's an old disciple of Prabhupada. What year you joined?
Shamrani is my god sister.
Yes.
By about 1 year older than me.
Oh, okay.
The movement, I think it's 1967.
Well, she came in 66, so you came in 67. Were they still at 26 Second Avenue when you joined?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you for remembering. That's a very sweet memory.
Oh, I can't forget. So then what happened was she called up to him, and he said, I think she explained to you who she.
I always say, if anybody says anything to me, Ryan Maharaj, whoever it is, yes. I do always say yes. Because I have no devotion, so I can do something without really putting much soul into it.
Right.
But my house, what's the problem?
Yeah. So I think she must have told you that we have this person who is very dear associate of Srila Prabhupada named Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj. And we need a place to host him during this 1 week.
Well, she didn't call me directly, but that's okay. Probably.
Okay, maybe it was another person on her behalf. But
Tarun Krishna, maybe.
Okay, Tarun Krishna, okay.
He's the ones that sent everyone to my house.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right. So we had heard that not long before that, you had also hosted Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaj at your house. And you told that to that devotee. So yeah, I'd be happy to host Narayan Maharaj. And not only that, but he had a brand new Chevy Suburban, what do you call those?
Suburban.
Yeah, a big, long, gigantic, and he's brand new. And he said, so, you can also use my vehicle for him. And he said, I'm going into Manhattan because I'm a musician and I have, work that I do during the week. But then on the weekend I'll come back, right? Yeah. So then he came back on the weekend and Gurudev had already been there at his house. So that was so wonderful how Krishna provided through this sincere devotee at the last minute for Gurudev, his own beautiful big house with like a half an acre of land around it, 1 mile away in Towako, New Jersey, from the ISKCON temple. Yeah. So like that. Glad to see you again, Prabhu.
I'm overjoyed.
Hare Krishna. If you want to sit on a chair, Maharaj, you can sit on a chair, if you want. But you're also very comfortable sitting cross-legged, not like us oldies who had knee surgeries. You also had, I heard.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, okay. Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Sri Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Astotara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Avirbhav Maha Mahotsav Titi 150 years Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Savior of the whole world Ki Jai Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Statara Sata Sri Srila Gaura Das Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Asto Tarasata Sri Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Vaishnav Sarvabhaum Sri Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai, Shri Gaudiya Vedanta Charja Baladeva Dibhusan Prabhu Ki Jai, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Ki Jai, Narottam Srinivas Yamananda Prabhu Trai Ki Jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Sada Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai, Srila Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari, Gaur Parsada Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Prem Sikho Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Jai Sri Antar Dweep Mayapur, Simanta Dweep, Godam Dweep, Madhya Dweep, Kola Dweep, Ritu Dweep, Jana Dweep, Moda Drama Dweep, Rudadipatmaka, Shri Shri Nabadweep Dhama Ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopi Go Govardhan Dvarasha Vanatmaka Shri Braj Mandala Dhama Ki Jai. Shri Shyama Kunda Radha Kunda Yamuna Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Govinda Radha Gopinath Radha Madan Mohan Jiu Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Raman Radha Damodar Jiu Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madhava Jiu Ki Jai. Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Jiu Ki Jai. Charo Dham, Charo Sampradaya, Charo Acharya Ki Jai, Akara Matraj, Sri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai, Akara Matraj, Sri Chaitanya Mat Ki Jai, Or Ananya Shaka Mat Samuha Ki Jai, Shri Vishva Vaishnava Raj Sabha Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Tri Bhuvana Pavana Harinama Samkirtana Ki Jai, Tri Bhuvana Mangala Harinama Prabhu Ki Jai, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai, Sachinandana Gaura Hari Ki Jai, Shri Nityananda Mahajana Ki Jai, Shri Pancha Tattva Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj Tirubhav Maha Mahotsav Titi Ki Jai, Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Mukam Kuroti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayani Te Namane Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Te Namane Namo Vishnupadaya Charja Singha Rupane Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Iti Namane Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Te Namane Shivarsavanavi Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Dayane Prabhave Namaha madhurya ujjvala premadya Shri Rupa Nuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shimurtai Dinatarane Rupanuga Viruddhapa Siddhanta Dvantaharane Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Namo Mahabhajanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaudatishi Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Bhaktya Vihina Aparadha Lakshay Kshiptascha Kamadi Taranga Madhye Kripamai Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavachai Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I'm offering my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable, beloved Gurudev, Nitya Leela Pravishta, Om Vishnupad Paramahansa, Ashtottara Sata Sri Shila, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, who came to the whole world with the transcendental message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the order of his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. I also offer my unlimited Dandavat Pranams and my Shraddha Pushpanjali at the lotus feet of my most worshipable, beloved Siksha Gurudevs Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashtottara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashtottara Sata Sri Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And I offer my Dandavat Pranams to all my Sri Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga, and I offer my Dandavat Pranams to all the Vaishnavas and to all the Vaishnavis. And I pray for the causeless mercy of all of my guardians that I can speak a few words in glorification of this most exalted topmost Mahabhagavat personality in our disciplic succession, our Rupanuga Guru Varga, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada. My Dandavat pranams to all the Vaishnavas and to all the Vaishnavis. So, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, my Param Gurudev, really it is by his desire and by his order that his disciples, and especially in particular Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, took his order on their heads and preached the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is the message of Sri Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, and all of the Rupanuga Acharyas. So by his order, this Krishna consciousness movement has gone to the length and breadth of this world, this earth planet that we live on. And so many miracles have taken place and have yet to take place. But the fateful moment in Jagannath Puri, when Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur, topmost Rupanuga Acharya, was living there, and he was very busily involved in his bhajan, in the service of Sri Jagannath Dev as the superintendent of the temple, as the chief magistrate of Jagannath Puri in the British government at the time, and especially in the preaching mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is one of those divine personalities who descended to this world only for one purpose. The empowered personality to bring the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is called Saptam Gosai. That means the seventh Goswami. Because just as the 6 Goswamis were empowered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and ordered by him to preach the message, to write books, the message of Mahaprabhu, to write transcendental literatures, to rediscover the lost pastime places of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, which had disappeared over more than 4,500 years, and to teach the method by their own life example, how to perform this Harinam Sankirtan, Krishna Bhajan, and become perfected and realized on the pathway of Shuddha Bhakti. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was very diligently, for many years, he was preaching the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But he could see at that time that there were tremendous, tremendous obstacles which were looming in the human society and which were contaminating the consciousness of the whole human society, so that they would not be able to be receptive to the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What were these pseudo-philosophies, pseudo-religions, Mayavadism, impersonalism, voidism, Buddhism? All of these were infecting the jivas, like a disease, like a virus infecting the jivas. And this was very rampant at the time. It was not just a few. In fact, the reputation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Harinam Sankirtan movement to the intelligentsia and the educated persons in society, they had a very low opinion. Why? Because the so-called representatives, who were Sahajiyas, Prakrita Sahajiyas, and so many other nomenclature, they were misrepresenting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in the name of wearing tilak, tulsi mala, and of dress of Vaishnavas, they were absolutely acting against all the principles that have been given, which even persons who are not Vaishnavas, but they're pious individuals, they would look at that and they would say, ugh, what is this? Illicit sex, intoxication, all kinds of, in the name of following Mahaprabhu's movement. That was the condition of society. Even in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, you can read the first chapter, very vividly describing what was the condition of the society, even right here in Navadvip Dham. What was missing? They had tremendous scholars, pandits, smart brahmanas. The society was very regulated in that way, but what were they missing? They had no pure bhakti to Bhagavan. Even though that's the goal of all the religious literatures of the Vedas. But they were completely missing bhakti. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just like Sri Advaitacharya, the empowered personality of Godhead, Mahavishnu himself, who descended in Gaur Leela, one of his main functions was to call Krishna to come. And at that time, Sri Advaitacharya was the leader of the small group of Vaishnavas that were here, Srivas Thakur, Chandrasekhar Acharya, and other senior personalities, Haridas Thakur. He was the leader, and he is the Acharya. We heard his glories just recently on his appearance day, Advaita Saptami. So Advaitacharya, he saw the condition of the people, and he took he made a very firm vow that he would worship Shalagram, Shila, who is Narayan himself, Krishna himself, with tulsi leaves and Ganga Jal. And he did that right here, like literally 1 mile from this place or less. He did that. And as the days went by, he became more and more fervent. And then at one point he just began crying out extremely loudly, Krishna! Krishna! You must come. You must come, Krishna. If you don't come, it will not be possible to give your mercy to all these people. Even Advaitacharya, although he was not in the mood of being Mahavishnu, he was in the mood of a Vaishnava. But he also vowed that he would manifest 4 arms and kill everyone if Krishna does not come. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu descended because, that's one of the reasons, because of the calling of Advaitacharya. And in the same way, Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Kedarnath Datta, known in the British society and government of that time, he also saw that this is now time, there must be a personality sent to push this movement. So he prayed fervently to Lord Jagannath. He prayed fervently to Jagannath's Shakti, Bimala Devi, which is an expansion of Shrimati Radhika. And he prayed earnestly that they should send one of their very own, personal, eternal associate down to this earth. So, in course of time, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's wife, Bhavatarani Devi, she became pregnant, and even in her pregnancy, there were so many different symptoms that showed that this is not ordinary child. When the child was born, Then there were also symptoms on the child's body, on the hands, on the feet. And one prominent symptom, which we always heard from our Srila Prabhupada, was that the umbilical cord was tied around like the Brahman thread. And when Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw it, okay, he must be the one. And then as he began to grow, they noticed the most divine symptoms in him. And he was so very transcendental in his moods, even as a tiny little young child. And as he grew, he became more and more brilliant. At the age of 7 years, he had memorized the entire Bhagavad Gita, all 700 verses, and he could recite the whole Gita and explain each and every verse. At the age of 7. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw, he must be the one. And the life history of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, who at first was named Bimala, Vimala Prasad, Vimala Prasad. Yes. So he, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he became so brilliant in his studies that even at the age of 15, he was awarded a, like a title given to him by the highest society of astrologers in India, because he had written a book called Surya Siddhanta. And that book was so astonishing to all of these great astrologers that they gave him the title Siddhanta Saraswati. That's partly where his final sannyas name came from. Siddhanta Saraswati. Only Bhakti was added. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. And how did he learn the English language? He was once employed by a king to educate his son. I forget the name of the king in the area. Tripura, okay, it was said by a king. And so he was educating, he was like the personal tutor of the son of the king. But can you guess what happened? By his tutoring, the son of the king became more and more disinterested in executing the duties of being a prince and eventually the king. So the king noticed this, and therefore he retired Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati with a full pension for the rest of his life. But he also, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, took the opportunity, because they had an incredible library, and he just read the English dictionary, like the unabridged version, these thick ones, from cover to cover, and then he understood English. And you can see the English that he spoke in his lectures and so forth. Unbelievable. Yes, so as the time progressed, actually when he was a child, then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave him a deity of Kurmadev, which was found where? Do you remember?
At the birthplace, where the Samadhi, where the yoga pit, is, you can go there today and darshan.
Yeah. So that deity of Kurmadev, when they were excavating to build that temple, that deity was found. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave Harinam initiation to Vimala Prasad, and later on, when it was time for him to receive Diksha initiation, then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted that he should receive the mercy and shelter and the tremendous help of Srila Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Now, who is Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj? He was illiterate. He did not know how to write his name and read. But was he actually illiterate? No. He was a Maha Bhagavat. He had realized all transcendental knowledge. And he used to come. You can see his place at Swananda Sukhada Kunj in Godrum, where a small hut is there, where Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj would stay when he would come and listen to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Also, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj used to come there from time to time. And when he became acquainted with the son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Vimala Prasad, and he understood his incredible ability in astrological calculations and so forth, then he approached him and he said, I want that we should make a Panjika. There should be a Vaishnava Panjika with all the appearance and disappearance days of all the acharyas, and of Bhagavan, and of Vishnu Tattva, and of Shakti Tattva. All should be there with exact days, with all according to the titis. Yes, and he considered that this was a very, very much needed and essential help for all of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. So he gave his transcendental mercy and order to Vimala Prasad, and that's why we have that to this day, with all the titis very carefully calculated. I'm not an astrologer, but Rishabdev Prabhu is an astrologer, and he can explain to you how essential it is to know the titis, because otherwise then you may be following what's called a mixed Ekadasi. And a mixed Ekadasi means that the titis are overlapping. So Jagannath Das Babaji did not want that any of the Ekadasis or any of those days would be overlapping. So in this way, he gave that instruction. So Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was not educated, but he was topmost Rasik Mahabhagwat personality. You can see the song that he wrote and used to sing all the time. You know that song? Which one? Kotai go prema moi radhe radhe dekudiya pranoraka radhe radhe, like this. So that beautiful song glorifying Srimati Radhika, Gorkishore Das Babaji was always overwhelmed in those moods of Radha Dasyam, day and night, day and night. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who was still at that time Bimala Prasad, so he approached by the order of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji came to understand who he is, and he said, no, I cannot accept you, because you have vanity, and you have pride of your high lineage and your knowledge, so I cannot accept you as my disciple. So, so he was discouraged, and he went away, but he came back again, and again, and again. And he also informed Bhaktivinoda Thakur that he was not accepting me. So when he came back the next time, then he pleaded and pleaded at his lotus feet. Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji said, all right, I will consult. I will ask Mahaprabhu if he gives his permission or not. And then he went away. And then the next day that he came, he again, did you ask? And he said, I forgot to ask. So then, now he became desperate. And he told to him that, what is the use of my maintaining my life? I will have to give up my life if you will not give me your mercy. So finally Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj agreed and told him, I was testing you to see. Then he told him, go take bath, come back, and he gave him Diksha mantras. And he became the only disciple of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. There is no other. Only Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So the empowerment and the potency of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji is coming down through Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. So now Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur was nearing his final years on the planet. And at that time, he chose to retire from any interaction with the public. For many, many long years in his life, he had very carefully tried to preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but now he decided that he will no longer make that effort. Also, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, who, according to our disciplic succession, took some siksha from Bhakti Vinod Thakur in the Bhagavad Parampara line. But as far as Babaji Vesh and being given entrance into that status of life, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj gave the cloth and the mantra he gave to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So in Bhakti Vinod Thakur's final days and weeks on the planet, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur approached him. And at that time, he was in the process of writing a commentary for the Sri Upadeshamrita. Bhakti Vinod Thakur had written his, but Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was in the process of writing that his commentary on Sri Upadeshamrita. And you can read in his commentary in our book where he directly says that I approached Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur at that time, and he looked towards me with tears in his eyes. And at that time, he conveyed that now you will have to take full responsibility for this preaching mission. And it was not long after that Bhakti Vinod Thakur left this world, and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada placed him in Samadhi, and there is his Samadhi place, there at Swananda Sukata Kunj in Godrumadvip. And you can go upstairs and see the room of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and then next to that the room of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This was his place of bhajan. But of course, a little distance from there is Swananda, Surabhikunj. Now there's a beautiful temple there, by mercy of Guru and Gauranga and the sincere Vaishnavas. So, but that is where Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote most of his books during that time period, and he wrote Jaiva Dharma during that time period. Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote all of these incredible books, and this was really his legacy. So what did Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati do? He took all those books and he worshipped those books, and he created the Brihat Mridanga, the printing press, which at that time was very effective in mass producing books, and he made sure that these books will be translated also into other languages, because they were only in Bengali and Sanskrit at that time. So Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, you know, after the disappearance of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, then in order to make this attempt to do the impossible, literally, to take hold of this mission and distribute this mission to the whole world. But what did Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati do prior to taking the reins of this mission of Mahaprabhu. He took a vow. What was his vow? That he would chant 1 billion names of Krishna. Do you know how many rounds that is? And for how many years? Do you know? Well, I think it's 192. 192, which is 3 lakhs, okay? 3 lakhs of Harinam every day, like Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur did. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur took a vow that he would chant 3 lakhs of Harinam for approximately 10 years. And that would equal 1 billion names of Krishna. Can we do that? Can we even do a tiny fraction of that? Barely anything we can do. But he carried out that vow. Right here, where the Chaitanya Mutt stands right now, that land was the residence during Mahaprabhu's time of his great associate Sri Chandrasekharacharya. And that was the place where Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, there was nothing there, no buildings, just a mud hut. And through all the seasons of the year, and through the rainy season, he did his chanting for a period of 10 years. Now, they did travel also during that time to Jagannath Puri for some time, and so forth. And he continued to carry out that vow. So, after completing that vow, what occurred? After he completed that vow, in the highest mood of worship of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, then what happened? He had a vision. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaitacharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, and so many of the intimate associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared directly to him. And they told him that now you must take charge of this mission. But do not worry. Do not be perturbed and worry how there will be finances, how there will be manpower. Do not worry, because we will send all. So shortly after that time, then of course, he received I forgot to say that when he was initiated by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, he received his spiritual name, which is what? Varsavanavi Devi Doyata Das. Which means what? What does Varsavanavi Devi mean? Yes, the daughter of Srimati Radhika. Varsavanavi, Vrishabhanu Maharaj, Vanavi Devi, Doyata. What does Doyata mean? So very dear. Who is dear to her? Huh? Krishna. There's no one dear to Srimati Radhika other than Krishna. Anyone that is dear to her in relation to her most beloved Doyata, her Prananath. So his name was given by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Varshabhanavi Devi Doyata Das, the servant of that person who is the dearmost to Srimati Radharani. So then, as the early, very, very early period of the birth of the Gaudiya Math, when that took place, then Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur began to consider that I will have to establish the Daivi Varnashram Dharma system. Prabhu, come. Daivi Varnashram Dharma. Do you know what Daivi Varnashram Dharma means? All of our well-educated Vaishnavas in the room here today. Daivi Varnashram Dharma. What is Varnashram Dharma? Varnashramacharvata Purushena Parakpuman Vishnur Aradyate Panta Nanyat Tattoshakaranam. Quoted by Ramananda Roy. His first shloka quoted in the conversation with Mahaprabhu. And he said, Varnashram Dharma, this is the highest. What did Mahaprabhu say? This is external. He did not want to hear about the external. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he understood that this mission cannot be preached throughout the world unless it is preached through the medium of what? Daivi Varnashram Dharma. So what is Varnashram? Now, someone here has to tell me, what is Varnashram? Everyone is very shy to speak. Varnashram Dharma. Chandrasekhar, you tell.
So, Varnashram Dharma is a combination of a person's Varna and their ashram.
What is a Varna?
So, Varna is a person's nature. It's the qualities they have to work in a particular nature. And ashram is the particular stage of life they're in, whether it be brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, or sannyasa.
What are the four Varnas?
The Varnas are Sudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, and Brahmana.
And the four ashramas?
Brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa.
Does Krishna say that he created this system in the Bhagavad Gita? Does he say that there? What's that verse? Chatur Varanyam Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. This is 4th chapter. I have created this system, which is made of 4 Varnas and 4 ashramas. And how do we determine that a person is in either one of these ashramas? By two ways. Guna, karma, vibhagasha. It is divided according to the qualities of the person and to their ability to work, karma, their action. So a brahmana has such and such qualities and actions. A shudra has such and such qualities and actions, like this. Now this is on the mundane level. This is the material society. How it was divided in Vedic times, according to these divisions. Very effective way to divide it. But in the course of time, everything deteriorated, especially in this Kali Yuga. And then you had a person who's a rickshawala, and he has a Brahmin thread, and he says that he's a Brahmin because he bought the Brahmin thread for 1 paisa in the marketplace. You know? Or according to birth, I'm born in a Brahmin family, but I'm a drunkard, I'm a woman hunter, and I don't know any of the Shastras. But I'm a Brahmin. So this degraded system. Now why did Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur make this decision to preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu according to Daivi Varnashram Dharma? What does that mean? Daivi Varnashram Dharma. You probably all heard this before, again and again and again and again. Daivi Varnashram Dharma, Daivi Varnashram Dharma. But what is it? Well, one time, Srila Gurudev was with us in Hawaii, and he stopped on his morning walk, and he challenged. Who can say, he first of all asked the question, are you in Varnashram? And that devotee said, no, Gurudev. No, you are in Varnashram. Are you in Varnashram? Yes. How are you in Varnashram? So he was testing like this. So the devotees have this idea, because they heard from the Ramananda Samvad that Mahaprabhu said Varnashram is external and so forth. But what is Daivi Varnashram? So then Gurudev explained. Daivi Varnashram means ashram dharma, not Varna dharma. Varna dharma is already hodgepodge in Kali Yuga. But ashram dharma means the stages, the spiritual stages of life. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. And for what purpose? What are people following those for? For service to Krishna, for bhakti. That is called Daivi Varnashram Dharma. And there must be Varnashram Dharma in society for everyone to progress step by step. These different stages. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself decided that in order to launch Daivi Varnashram Dharma in the human society all over the world, that he would establish the system of mutts, meaning like monasteries, where renounced persons would live, namely sannyasis, brahmacharis, and the vanaprasthas. But the married persons, the grihastas, they would live near to the mutt, and then they would serve within the mutt and come to the mutt programs like this. Perfectly balanced system for human society to progress. So in order to establish this system, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did what? He himself took the sannyas order. But how did he do it? From who did he take the sannyas order? His Guru Maharaj, Gaur-Kishore Das Babaji, in the form of a photo. He took that and received mantra, and now he became his spiritual name. And by the way, he did a lot of research before he did that. He researched all Ramanujacharya's line and the very ancient lines of Tridandi Sannyas, because Tridandi Sannyas was not existing at that time except in certain places. And only Ekadanda Sannyas was existing. So, what, Maharaj? What?
If you read the book which is written by Sri Narayana Hriday, tells how in the Puranas, in the Upanishads, the different forms of sannyas are there, and all the different how the sannyasi is supposed to be dressed. They put a black hair from a black cow. This way, there's so many sannyasis were there, and also they had also Gayatri mantra. It's written in the
Okay.
five essential essays.
Okay. Okay. But that's getting more into the details. The principle is that Daivi Varnashram Dharma would be established on the basis of ashram dharma. And therefore Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur led the way, even though during Mahaprabhu's time, Tridandi Sannyas was not well known at all. And Ekadanda Sannyas was going on everywhere through the Shankaracharya Sampradaya. So in this way, gradually, when Mahaprabhu trained his 6 Goswamis and empowered them and gave his Siksha to them, then they all became renounced. But how did they become renounced? Just regular white cloth like this. That is outside of Varnashram. It is separate from that. It is above the Varnashram actually. But Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, according to Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj, he took a lower position. Even though he's Parahansa Varam Paramartha Patim Patitodharane Kritavesha Yatim Yati Raja Ganai Parisevya Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. That although he's the topmost Paramahansa, but he took the external dress of a sannyasi, which is within the Varnashram system, in order to do what? In order to preach the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the masses of people. So he established that in Gaudiya Math. But then our Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, what did he do? He also established Daivi Varnashram Dharma from the very beginning of his movement. As soon as he had some faithful followers who were becoming nourished by him in bhakti through his transcendental harikatha, through his kirtan, through the Mahaprasadam that he was personally cooking and offering to Krishna and then distributing to his disciples, little by little, gradually, and also through his deities. He had an altar there, and now bhakti came into their hearts. And as soon as he saw that now they're ready, then what did he do? He wanted to give them initiation. It's a very amazing story how Srila Prabhupada, how he distributed this mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and with so many obstacles against. But Krishna sent some faithful individuals, and now he could begin to give initiations to them. And then of course he established that you have to follow such and such rules, and he had the list posted outside of the devotee's door. He had a handwritten list. All initiated disciples must execute the following rules and regulations, like this. And then he had a list of about 10 or 11 different ones, which of course included the 4 regulated principles, chanting 16 rounds, going to morning and evening programs and artiks and so forth, like this. So, but then what did Prabhupada do? What's the next step? For those who were just initiated recently, like Mukunda, Janaki, and a couple of others, he arranged for them to marry one another. Why? Why? Well, they were girlfriend and boyfriend, but now he began to establish Daivi Varnashram, that now you will become married. Now there cannot be illicit sex. Now you should be very dedicated and serve Krishna together. Yes. And so he began he began to personally marry his disciples, perform the marriage ceremony, everything, which was unheard of before amongst the sannyasis. So this whole system of Varnashram to this very day, we see that it's existing not only in his institution, ISKCON, it's everywhere in Gaudiya Math and all throughout the world. That now there is brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyas. For what? For serving Krishna. For advancing in Shuddha Bhakti, in pure Bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he did so many miracles. And he fought. He was such a gladiator in the army of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he was always fighting. Just like we had Srila Param Gurudev Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, we also saw his nature. Always fighting, always challenging anything that was against Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy and principles. He would always confront that, and he would debate, and he would completely smash the false ideas. This is written in his Prabhupada Padma Stavaka, that beautiful song. I want to refer to that. So this song was ordered by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur that it should be sung in all of his temples. And so that's what's going on in all the Gaudiya Maths. Who wrote this song? Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, topmost Vaishnav poet. And when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur saw, he liked it so much He said it is written in a very happy style. That was his comment. And should be sung in all of my centers. So, I want to go over this song because it encapsulates the mood and the mission of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Sujanar buddharadita pada jugam yuga dharma durandara patravaram varada bayadayaka puja padam pranamami sada prabhupada padam. So here he's telling Sujanar Buddha Radita Pada Yugam. Now what is a Sujan? Sujan means the most exalted pure Vaishnava personalities. They're called Sujan or Sajjans. And Ara Buddha means millions. Radita means worshipped. His 2 lotus feet, Pada Yugam, are worshipped by millions of saintly persons, unlimited numbers of saintly persons. Yuga Dharma Durandara Patravaram. Yuga Dharma Durandara Patravaram. He is the most competent personality to lead what? Yuga Dharma. The process of realization for this age. Nam Samkirtan. Varada Bayadayaka Puja Padam. His adorable lotus feet grants all kinds of benedictions and fearlessness. Varada means benedictions. Abhaya means fearlessness. By taking shelter of his 2 lotus feet, one will become fearless. Pranamami sada prabhupada padam. You can repeat line by line, I'll sing it. Bhajanor jita sajjana sangapatim patitadika karunikaika gatim. No. Bhajanor jita sajjana sangapatim patitadika karunikaika gativanchita vanchaka chintya padam gativanchita vanchaka chintya padam pranamami sada Prabhupada Padam. Vajanorjita Sajjana, and now here's Sajjana, Sujan and Sajjan. Vajana Urjita Sajjana Sangapatim. That means that in that assembly of these saintly personalities, he is the leader in that assembly. Of those personalities who are Bhajanorjita. Bhajanorjita means they're very powerful in their bhajan of Krishna. Bhajanorjita Sajjana Sangapatim. Then Patitadika Karuni Kaika Gatim. And also, he is very, very compassionate. To who? To the patitas. Are we patitas? Are we patitas? What is a patita? Fallen. Who is a patita sitting here in this room right now? Oh, then all the others who haven't raised their hands must be very elevated personalities. If you believe that you're a patita, that you're a fallen soul, please raise your hand. Good, good. Because that's how we get mercy. You don't get any mercy if you don't think that you're a patita. So, luckily, Srila Prabhupada, patitadika karunikaika gatim, that he is the sole refuge for the most fallen persons. And he is karunikaika. Karunikaika gatim. That means he's so full of mercy for the fallen souls. If he did not give that order to our Srila Prabhupada, that he should preach the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, then no one in the world at the present time practically would know about Krishna. But he was so merciful, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. As soon as he saw him, he says, oh, you are educated young men. You should preach this message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. This will be good for you and for those who hear from you. Just imagine. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, this mood that he is so unlimitedly karunikaika, he is full of so much compassion for the fallen souls. And gati vanchita vanchaka chintya padam. And even if someone wants to come to him and they want to take refuge of his divine lotus feet, they should know one thing, that his feet are very achintya padam. They're very inconceivable. And he can also deceive those who are cheaters, who pose, but who are not really coming in complete sincerity and feeling themselves to be utterly fallen. For the very fallen patitas, immediately he's an ocean of compassion. But for those who are coming with ulterior motive, yes, and they're cheaters, vanchaka, then what does he do? He deceives the cheaters. I forever offer pranam at the feet of Srila Prabhupada. Atiko malakanchana dirgatanum tanu nindita hema mrinala madam. Atiko malakanchana dirgatanum tanu nindita hema mrinala madam. Madanar buddha vandita chandrapadam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. Ati komala kanchana dirgatanum. Do you know how his physical features were? Actually, it doesn't say in this verse, but his arms were down to his knees. His fingers touch his knees, just like Gaur-Nitai. This is one symptom of a very exalted transcendental personality that is called Ajanu Lambita Bujo, that their hands touch their knees. So his figure was very tall, Dirga Tanum, very tall figure, and Atikomala Kanchana, very soft, mocking the pride of a golden lotus. Tanu Nindita Hema Mrinala Madam. Madanar Buddhavandita Chandra Padam. And his moon-like feet, they are worshipped by Madan Arbuddha. That means millions of cupids. Madanar Buddhavandita Chandra Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Nija seva katara karanji vidum vidudhahita hum krita singhavaram. Nija seva katara karanji vidum vidudhahita varanagata bali shanda padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. Nija sevaka taraka ranji vidum. This means that he is the pleasing moon. For who? Nija sevaka taraka. For his servants who are like the stars surrounding the moon. Taraka means stars. Nija Sevaka, his very own servants, he is like the beautiful pleasing moon. Vidudahita humkrita singavaram. And what else? For persons who are inimical, then he is like the roaring lion that removes all the inimical persons, causing them to flee in fear, like a lion does. Varanagata balisha shanda padam. Again, here it says, Balisha. Balisha means innocent persons. So, Varanagata Balisha Shanda Padam, choosing the shelter of his feet, the innocent, they attain what? Complete auspiciousness. Shanda Padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. Vipuli krita vaibhava gora bhuvam bhuvaneshu vikirtita gora dayam. Vipuli krita vaibhava gora bhuvam bhuvaneshu vikirtita gora dayam. Dayaniya ganarpita gora padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. Vipuli krita vaibhava Gora Bhuvam. What does Gora Bhuvam mean? It means the land of Gora, where we are right now. This is called Gora Bhuvam. What did he do? He has widely spread the splendor, the vaibhav of Sri Gauranga's holy abode throughout the whole world. Yes or no? What about that new temple? What's that going to do? It's already doing. Everyone in the world will know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they'll know it because he gave this instruction, Nityananda Prabhu gave this instruction, and the whole world will know about this. And this is how Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur spread Gora Bhuvam, the land of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Navadvipdam, Gora Desh. He spread this throughout the whole world. Bhuvaneshu vikirtita Gora Dayam. Then he talks about Gora Dayam. What does Gora Dayam mean? Means the mercy of Gaura. Mahaprabhu's causeless mercy. Bhuvaneshu vikirtita Gaura Dayam. He spread throughout the whole world this fame of Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy. Dayaniya ganarpita Gaura Padam. Yes. Gaura Padam means what? The lotus feet of Gaura. And he has bestowed the Gauranga's holy feet upon those who are most desperate for mercy. Are we desperate? How many, you raise your hand if you feel desperate for the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Okay. Some are not, but that's okay. Sooner or later you'll understand that you have to become absolutely desperate, otherwise there's no hope. That's the hope, that you become desperate, then you get the mercy. Yes. So, he is the one that is giving Gaura Padam to the whole world, who are desperate for mercy. Chira Gaura Janashraya Vishva Gurum Guru Gaura Kashora Kadasya Param. Paramadrita Bhakti Vinoda Padam. Paramadrita Bhakti Vinoda Padam. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Shira Gaura Janashraya Vishva Guru. What does Vishva Guru mean? It means universal Guru. Vishva Guru. Vishva means universe. So he is the Chira Gaura Janashraya Vishva Guru. He is the eternal refuge. And he is the universal Guru for the devotees of Sri Gauranga. Guru Gaura Kishoraka Dasya Param. He is always dedicated to the service of his holy master. Is who? Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And Paramadrita Bhakti Vinoda Padam. Very important. His whole existence. Paramadrita. That means in the highest manner he worshipped Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is the abode of utmost honor for the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Raghurupa Sanatana Kirti Daram Dharani Tala Kirtita Jiva Kavim. Raghurupa Sanatana Kirti Daram Dharani Tala Kirtita Jiva Kavim. Kaviraja Narottama Sakya Padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. So Kirti Dharam means to be very famous, to have renown. So who in our disciplic succession are the topmost renowned personalities? Raghunath Das Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. And guess what? This personality, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, shares renown equally with those personalities. Dharani Talakirtita Jiva Kavim. And what about his transcendental philosophical genius? Who does he share? Who has he emulated with his own philosophical genius? The topmost scholar that ever lived on the planet, as our Srila Prabhupada told, Srila Jiva Goswami, Jiva Kavim, the great poet. And then, who does he have Sakya, friendship with? Kaviraja Narottama Sakya Padam. Kaviraj means Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Narottam Das Thakur and all of those personalities. Srinivasacharya, Shamananda and all. What is his mood with them? Friendship. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Kripaya Hari Kirtana Murti Dharam Tarani Baraharaka Gaura Janam. Kripaya Hari Kirtana Murti Dharam Tarani Baraharaka Gaura Janam. Janakadika Vatsala Snigdha Padam. Janakadika Vatsala Snigdha Padam. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Kripaya, out of his mercy, Hari Kirtana Murti Dharam. Out of his mercy, he reveals himself as the very embodiment of Hari Kirtan. Kripaya Hari Kirtana Murti. He is the embodiment of Hari Kirtan. Dharani Baraharaka Gaura Janam. And why is he born in this world? Dharani Baraharaka Gaura Janam. He is born to remove the great burden of the earth. Baraharaka, to remove the burden of the earth. And Janakadika Vatsala Snigdha Padam. What is that? What does Janakadika mean? Yes, more than a father. Adika. Janakadika. He is more affectionate and loving than that of a father. I forever offer pranam unto the feet of Srila Prabhupada. Sharanagata kinkara kalpatarum tarudik krita dira vadanya varam. Sharanagata kinkara kalpatarum tarudik krita dira vadanya varam. Varadendra ganarchita divya padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. What is a kalpataru? Kalpataru? Desire tree. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vriksha. So a kalpataru means a desire tree. And he is a desire tree for who? Sharanagata kinkara. For those who are his kinkaras, who are fully surrendered at his lotus feet, he is like a desire tree. And another example of a tree. Taru, which means tree. Taru dikrita dira vadanya varam. His dira and his vadanya, that means his patience, his benevolence, they put a tree to shame. Yes. Taru dik krita means to put to shame. So he's so tolerant and he's so benevolent that if you even try to compare him to a tree, he puts a tree to shame. And Varadendra Ganarchita Divya Padam. Who's worshipping his lotus feet? Huh? Who's worshipping his Divya Padam, his divine lotus feet? They're worshipped by Varadendra Gana. Varadendra Gana means the highest demigods, the highest personalities in the universe who can offer benedictions. They worship the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I forever offer pranam unto the feet of Srila Prabhupada. Parahansavaram paramartapatim patitodharane krita veshayatim. Yati rajaganai parisevya padam. Yati rajaganai parisevya padam. Pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. Parahansavaram Paramartha Patim. What is a Paramahansa? It means topmost swan-like, transcendentally realized, perfected personality is called a Paramahansa, and he's Parahansavaram. He is great in the highest category of all the Paramahansas. He's the best amongst them. That's a pretty big position to have. And also Paramartha Patim. What is Paramartha? Paramartha means the ultimate objective of our life. Paramartha. And what is that ultimate objective? Krishna Prem. He is the Paramartha Patim. He is the ultimate bestower of this ultimate objective of human form of life. Patitodharane kritavesha yatim. You know what patita means? We already went over that. We already volunteered that every single one of us sitting in this room is what? Patita, thank you. But what did he do? What did the topmost Paramahansa do? The Paramartha Patim, who holds the ultimate goal and objective of human form of life, Krishna Prem. What did he do? Out of mercy. For who? The Patitas. In order to deliver them. Udharan means to deliver the Patitas. Patitodharane. What did he do? Kritavesha yatim. He put on the cloth of a yati. A yati means a sannyasi. He didn't need to do that. He did not need to set himself aside by a aruna, like the color of the reddish rising sun, to put on the cloth of a sannyasi. But he did that. He followed in the line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who also took sannyas. But why did he do that? Patitodharane, to deliver the fallen souls. And who is serving his divine lotus feet? Yati Rajaganai. Yati Rajaganai means the topmost kings of all sannyasis. They are serving his lotus feet. Parisevya Padam Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Now the final verse. Vrishabhanu Sutta Dayatanu Charam Charanashrita Renu Darasthamaham. Mahadadbhuta Pavana Shakti Padam. Mahadadbhuta Pavana Shakti Padam. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Pranamami Sada Prabhupada Padam. Vrishabhanu Sutta. Who is Vrishabhanu Sutta? Srimati Radhika, daughter of Vrishabhanu. Dayatanu Charan. He is the most beloved attendant of the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. Yes. He is her eternal maidservant. So, now Srila Sridhar Maharaj is ending his song by saying, Charanashrita Renu Dastamaham. I have taken shelter of his feet by keeping their dust on my head. Charanashrita, taking shelter of his feet. Renu Darastamaham, I'm holding on my head the dust from his lotus feet. And how powerful is that dust of his lotus feet? Mahad Adbhuta Pavana Shakti Padam. Those feet possess Mahad Adbhuta Pavana Shakti. What does that mean? Immense and astonishing power to purify. Pavana means to purify. So, Mahad Adbhuta, astonishing power to purify, are there in his lotus feet. And therefore, pranamami sada Prabhupada padam. I forever offer pranam unto the feet of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur ki jai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Jaya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Bolo Shri Krishna. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Krishna Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai, Nitai, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai, Nitai, Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari. Everyone say Hari Hari Bol very loudly. Hari Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki 150-year anniversary, the appearance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Ki, Savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. So where is Sukanta, Prabhu? What is the timing? We have to ask him. The timing. Someone should go and ask him what is the timing, because they are also cooking a feast. Maybe they need to offer the bhog. We have to find out. And then in the meantime, we can have a couple more speakers. Did they already?
I'm not 100%, I think so.
Okay, we should just find out and then we know. Okay. So one thing I was meditating upon this morning is, what was the pranam mantra that all of us Prabhupada disciples and now the whole world was given by our Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj when he was asked for a pranam mantra? What is that pranam mantra? So is the offering already been done?
Offering is already done.
Okay.
Pushpanjali and
Pushpanjali, okay. So, we can say it all together. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane. So this morning it dawned on me. I don't know why I didn't really think of this so much before. I understood the meaning, but yet, what is the intention? Srila Prabhupada is being asked by his disciples to give them a pranam mantra that they can say. Okay? Because they were already saying Nama Om Vishnu Padaya, that pranam mantra. But now they wanted a special pranam mantra that they can say for him. Because they saw that his Guru Maharaj also has special pranam mantras, and other gurus in our disciplic line have specific pranam mantras. So what did he suggest to everyone? He suggested in the very first line that who is he that you're offering obeisances to? He's the servant. He is the servant and the worshipper of Bhakti Siddhanta. Namaste Saraswati Deve. Of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. He wanted to be known in that way, right from the very beginning. And Gauravani Pracharane, having been ordered by him, so this person, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he is preaching the message of Gaura, Gauravani. The Vani, the instructions of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gauravani Pracharane. And what is he doing by preaching that message of Gaura? The same thing that his Guru Maharaj did. He completely destroyed Nirvishesh and Shunyavad. Impersonalism and voidism. Nirvishesh, Shunyavadi, Paschatya Deshatarane. Because the Western countries, Paschatya Desh, that means Western countries, they are filled with impersonalism and voidism. So, ordered by Saraswati Devi, ordered by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he is now preaching the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then in another pranam mantra by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he's talking about how the order of his guru was carried by him on his head. Guruvagyam Shirashi Daryam. And taking that order of guru, Shaktya-vesha Swarupine, he accepted the Shakti Avesh of Nityananda Prabhu in order to carry out this order of his Guru Maharaj, to bring this message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the whole world. Shaktya-vesha Swarupine. And then, in that empowered condition, Hare Krishneti Mantrena Paschatya Prachatarani. He has brought the Hare Krishna mantra to not just the Western countries, no. Paschatya Prachatarani. He is delivering all the countries, Western and Eastern, on the surface of the earth. Vishvacharya Prabharjaya Divya Karunya Murtai. He is the Vishva Acharya. He became, under the order of his guru, Vishvacharya Prabharjaya. Divya Karunya Murtaye. He is the very embodiment of what? Divine compassion. Shri Bhagavata Madhurya Gita Jnana Pradayane. He is preaching the sweetness of Srimad Bhagavatam, Shri Bhagavata Madhurya and Gita Jnana Pradayane. All the transcendental Gyan of Bhagavad Gita, Tattva Gyan. Siddhanta Saraswati Nishevane. And taking this position of servitorship to who? To Rupa Goswami, to Raghunath Das Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Saraswati Thakur, Saraswati Nishevane. Therefore he has become what? Radha Krishna Padamboja Bringaya. Bringa means bumblebee. So he has become a bumblebee at the lotus feet of who? Radha Krishna Padamboja Bringaya Gurave Namaha. So Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, his three, this is the last thing I want to say, his three pranam mantras, there are four, but the first one is Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. So then, Shivarsavana Videvi Dayataya Kripabdaye. This personality, known as Varsavana Videvi Doyata Das, he is an ocean of compassion. Devi Dayataya Kripabdaye, an ocean of compassion. Varsavana Videvi Dayataya Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Dayane Prabhave Namaha. This, he powerfully gave Krishna Sambandha. What does Krishna Sambandha mean? It means relationship with Krishna. Krishna Sambandha Vigyana. He endowed realized knowledge of one's relationship with Krishna to the whole world. Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Dayane. He has given this Prabhave very powerfully. Then Madhurya Ujvala Premadya. Madhurya Ujvala Prem means what? It means the moods of Radha and Krishna in their relationship and with the Sakhis and the Gopis. That's called Madhurya Ujvala Prem. Adya means known as. Madhurya Ujjvala Premadya Shri Rupanuga Bhakti Da. He has given Rupanuga Bhakti. He is Da means to give. So he has given Rupanuga Bhakti, through which what? Through which they will be able to enter into this Madhurya Ujjvala Prem. Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya. He is the very embodiment of the Gaur Karuna Shakti, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. He is the embodiment of Gaur Karunya Shakti. Namaste. And finally, Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarani. Namaste Gauravani Shri Murti means he is actually the embodiment of Gauravani, of the message of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarane means that he's the deliverer of all the Dina, of all the fallen souls. Rupanuga Aviruddha Apasiddhanta Dvantaharane. And if he sees, if he encounters anywhere, in anyone, that there is what? Apasiddhanta, which is against the principles of the Rupanuga line. Rupanuga Aviruddha Apasiddhanta. What does he do? Dvantaharane. He completely removes that. So these are the pranam mantras of our wonderful Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And I think now is the time that we will do the Pushpanjali offering and Guru Puja to Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. But I'll give a few minutes if any of our sannyasigan want to speak a few words. Raghava Maharaj, do you want to speak anything? Okay. Give him the mic.
Just.
Glories to our Guru and God. All glories to our sannyas Jan and to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Very important day. The 150th anniversary of the appearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. Yes, very happy to be in Mayapur today. It's on. I'm just speaking a little low. Bhaktisiddhanta, he didn't care for this word Bhagawan. Like in Russian we say Bog. Oh, Bhagawan. He thought it to be abstract, like the word God. Generator, operator, destroyer. Impersonal. He preferred the term Godhead. We see that in the Bhagavatam, Vyasa is referring to himself as Bhagavan Vyasa. And if we look closely, we'll find the words Bhagavan Drona. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, he did not care for this word. He liked Godhead. We are all in the second chapter of the Shvetashvatara Upanishad. We find Shrivante Vishve Amritasya Putra. Oh, you children of immortality. It means that we are all sons and daughters of nectar. So what should we be doing? When the gopis were searching for Krishna, they searched through all of the kunjas. And then they searched all of the caves. And when they couldn't find Krishna, what did they do? Rishabh, they continued their search. So as children, sons and daughters of nectar, we must also find Krishna. As our Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar so poignantly pointed out, anything else is trash. Any other pursuit is trash. In the beginning, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati had 3 followers. 2 men, and one of the men had 1 sister. She was the cook. And as I've told before, she liked to cook the white puris that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta loved. One of the early followers of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that in the beginning they didn't understand everything that he was saying. His vocabulary was so high. He said, but one thing we did know, we got to understand what it meant by lotus face. As he was pounding his fist on the table, he remarked that it was as if he was forcing us to drink nectar. Forcing us. And as the blood rushed from his neck, the pink and red hues went to his face, and we could see that lotus face. So many problems were so tiny. We've already agreed that we're fallen. How else can we get to that Viraj River without admitting this? What to speak of crossing it? So as tiny fallen creatures, all we can do is follow the instructions of those who have come from the upper world to bring us to that place. Bhaktisiddhanta showed something of this humility that we must acquire. He said at the end, in my madakya yaya, in my delirium, I instructed you all and I caused some of you so much pain. I chastised you. But really, my position is always Dash Toshmi, always the servant of the servant. And all of the great ones rush to that position. They rush to the service position. All of the great ones do. We must follow in their footsteps. Not trying to be great leaders, big men, chest puffed up, nose in the air. This must be given up. This false ego must be destroyed. Just like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said, this Western culture, destroy it. This spiritual culture is the only pursuit of the intelligent human being. Thank you very much. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha paritanam Vaishnavi.
Shripad Bhagavat Maharaj can also speak a few minutes. Take the mic.
Describing briefly Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's qualities. The philosophy of Krishna consciousness is very perplexing at first. It seems as if startling and full of complex details. Let hundreds of dangers, insults, or persecutions come, but in spite of them, do not give up your worship of Sri Krishna. Why would you accept the poverty of a life without hearing and chanting about Krishna, which is your soul wealth? Remember that this world is temporary and lasts only a day or so. Give up your family attachment and transcend this world of illusion. There are so many things that attract and repel us. There is no end to the things that we want and don't want. So please preach the message of Rupa and Raghunath fearlessly and with great enthusiasm. Through this preaching, you will attain all perfection. There is no need to waste time in thinking about gain or loss here. In this world, no one is the special object of my affection, nor do I have the slightest hostility towards anyone. So, Srila Gaur Govinda Goswami, who passed away on the same day, and who gave so much gift, like Advaita Acharya, who was such a powerful speaker. So Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj, he spoke like a lion also, and we felt so much loss that we were unable to have proper association with him. So there's just one thing, briefly, that I wanted to point out, is that Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, he said that the sannyas, the Mayavadis, who held one danda, they were very, and very few of them, and this is spoken in the first. This spoke a lesson by about what the qualities of it, or the characteristics, the activities of a sannyasi. A sannyasi, the Mayavadis actually were very, there was just a few of them. If you read the description by Srila of the sannyasi, everything is there, what a sannyasi was. And the actual, I think it is important to understand that really the sannyasis were, most of them, they had the tridanda, they had so many qualities. It's not characteristics. It's not that they were, the Mayavadis were in predominance. You can just read this essay by okay, I'll just leave off there.
Should we do archers? Yes. Yes. Okay, Kirtan and Guru Puja. Shiva Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I live right up 1 minute. It's Vaikuntha house. Vaikuntha's old house. This book is very nice. Becoming a moon, it shines all around Vaikuntha.
Sati Thakur, Shiva Abhibhava Hotna, Kidavamana, Stotra, Srimad Siddhanta Sarvat, Shila, Gorkishwara Kavadi Maharaj, Ki Sachidananda, Bhakti Vinod, Makuti, Krishna Sarvabhom, Jagannath Kavadi Maharaj, Ki Bodhidalanta Shanatana Dev, Navushan Prabhuki, Maharaj Srinath Chakravarti Thakur, Kamshanand Srinivas Thakurki, Krishna Kaviraj, Tamikuruki, Kavira Guru Parvati, Kiruki, Sanatan, Bhadragunathi, Gopal, Bhattashram, Swami Prabhuki, Nandari, Gaur Parshan, Bhimige, Madhkai, Sahidas, Prabhuki, Bhakti Krishna, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Siyadeka, Sivadas, Shivasari, Gaur, Bhakti Vrinda, Sri Radha Krishna, Gopa Gopi Go Govardhana, Shabrat, Prakashi, Mandal, Jai Shri Haridas Thakur ki Jai Shri Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj ki Jai Shri Hamsa Tattva ki Jai Shri Goswami ki Jai Shri Krishna Kanaya ki Jai Shri Nandani Srimati Radharani ki Jai Shri Amdati Maya Vrti Mansa Dikotam Dikmadati Kolani Srimati Janati Modadramati Brother Devasmaka, Srinagadeepam ki Gokul Dham ki Prajanananda Shyam Sundar ki Jai Shri Samagat Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Premanande